Oh god! Oh god, he's even more ugly!
I just saw the reedy.
Oh no! So how could you?
And I got my chance. Smiley face.
Hi, Soul. Alright, I'm making a new model. Here we are. Here we are in Blockbench. If you're wondering why we're doing this, I have a Patreon now, and I gotta sell these, so I'm gonna be live while I'm doing it to make extra money while I'm making money. Ooh. I have no idea what I want to do for this, though. Honestly, if you think about it, zombies are like some of the easiest shit to do when it comes to modeling, because you could just paint like, oh yeah, corpse paint all over the body, but honestly that's not.
They're literally just green.
No, I'm talking about like scary zombie, you know. So I think first things first is we have got to cut the eyes.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. We gotta cut the eyes out of his head. So these bad boys, excuse the fuck out of you. What? No, control C. Yeah, I have to do it on the part. That's right. I'm learning Blockbench slowly but surely, which means that this part, if I were to say select that and then squish that in, yeah, that's the entire of that. I am an artist first, so I am going to make this look sick as fuck. Really, I just want to have fun with it, you know? I usually sink in the eyes anyway for my models, just because it looks better that way. Do you like the text that I have for fucking Matroska? Evil and stinky? Hold on. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna call this, ugly bastard. Oh man. What do we...
Is his name just gonna be Bastard from now on?
We can call him that if we want to. What are we thinking about, like a partly destroyed jaw? Does that seem cool? Like we sink in the jaw and then have bits of flesh from the top come down and be tattered. I think that'd be neat. Yeah.
How about make his jaw go more out?
Oh, like that? Or... that just looks like a furry. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I got you, hold on.
So keep ready, lame.
So we're gonna do here, we're gonna do that, right? And then this. Why are we even doing that? We can just like cut cut that. If I hit delete, yep, that just deletes the entire bottom portion. Understandable. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make my models have less vertices in them so that they're like less horrible to paint, because I keep having problems with that. But I appear to have not taken my own words, so actually what I will do is just not that. Just not even fucking... Trust me, buddy. This isn't going to be a very energetic stream. Having his entire top five... We can make him a chef zombie if we wanted to. But no, I'm going to knife tool this part here. And we're just going to move this up for now, because this is where we're going to have like the tatteredness of the jaw. If we... I keep thinking back to like that one viewer who's like, aren't you supposed to be a talented artist, when he saw my MS Paint John Doe, and I'm like... Have you seen MS Paint John Doe, Soul? Do I have to show you him? Okay, so we're going to slice this up into a bunch of different cubes. Yes, this is worth it. No, I'm not insane. Yes, I am insane. God damn it. Okay. My poor PC is screaming. Alright, well, let's think about this in a more, like, logical way. I.e., completely get rid of this. No, I said delete. No, I said delete. Thank you. Delete that part and then just add cubes on here. It's like the smartest thing to do, really. He looks like a fucking baby. Ugh, wrong part. I just had an idea. Instead of getting rid of that portion of the jaw, we can rotate it slightly, like outward. Like, I'm not crazy. You have to trust me. I know what I'm talking about. How did it do it? There was a model that I loved. It was for like old Minecraft, I think. It was just a zombie retexture and like the jaw was out. That would just have to be a cube though, I think. Or we can... Oh wait, that'd be sick. Having it sort of like that. Yeah, okay. So if I delete that really quickly and then add a new cube here. Move, I said add new cube, god damn it, okay, cut. Click head, add new cube, okay. Move this out. How could I make this work, though? That is the question. I'll figure it out. But now that we have that whole, like, cube messed up, I know what I could do. I could hide this really quickly and cut the inside portion of the face out to make it seem like that was the actual mouth. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's the entire, like, understandable. So I highlight this and do that and then make another knife partition. Nope, not that way. There we go. And then I just delete that and then rehide or reshow that. There we go, now he's got a hollow in his face. You can see where all the nice little vertices want to clip. And now it makes sense as to why that would be 2 blocks deep. Good thinking, good thinking.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? I think if let's move that out really quickly.
Why don't you make a Bedrock Edition pack?
I don't know how to do that actually. Is that right? No, it's not right. Oh. There we go. That's better. Just to make it seem like the actual jaw is sticking out. There we go. Delete that and then let's move that back into place. Move this like entire all of that together. Move that back to where I had it. That looks actually pretty cool so far. Trying to decide what to do next. Ugly bastard won. I love them. Oh my god! Oh, ugly bastard versus someone else. Oh, ugly bastard won. I don't know why this is so fucking funny to me. Just look at him. He's so fucking ugly. Please. Please, Yami, whoever you are, join us on Twitch. It's way better there. Go, ugly bastard, go! God, I wish YouTube could see this glorious masterpiece that is Ugly Bastard. Okay. I have actual tears in my eyes. Oh. Hi, Toki. Hi, Toki. Alright, now that we have the, I guess, faceplate situated, yeah, if that's where the jaw is broken, there, now it's the lower jaw, so I think it'd be safe to say that we can knife the inner portion here, like that, yeah. And then do that, and then a puzzle. No, bitch, fuck you. Okay. And then resize this piece here slightly inward to give the impression of teeth, right? Because that's where teeth go. I want there to be...
Why was I timed out?
Huh? You were? How? I don't know. It might have been like something Twitch does automatically. Because I don't do that stuff. I'm not the one that does the moderation of my own goddamn channel. I'm sorry, Toki. Can't be on me right now. Ugh, we love ugly bastard.
This dumbass Streamlabs.
Listen, it's either that or get, like, spammed by people who want to break the butt. Pick your battles. Ugh, what the fuck? Whoa! Huh! Huh! Tell me I'm not crazy, that I'm not the only- Whoa, what the fuck? Hello? Am I the only one that's seeing this? Okay, I guess I am. Shit. There was like triple vision for a second in my screen, it was weird.
Why are you tweaking out?
Yeah, I guess it was a graphics card error on my end that did not get transmitted over to Twitch. Okay. That was odd. I guess that's the teeth. No. I guess the demons wanted my attention. They were like, oh my god, BC-chan, you have to pay attention to me. But I said no, because you're a faggot. Imagine confessing to someone that you love and just being like, I've actually had a massive crush on you for years. And then they're like, no, I'm not a faggot. God. Fuck. I've been called that multiple times in my life. Mostly because it's kind of true. Chin. What do we think about the chin? Do we think we should elongate the chin? Looks kind of sick, actually. I feel like we should break up the teeth. Oh, that looks sick, actually. What are we thinking so far? I feel like this needs to go in a little bit. Just to make contact with the jaw. Now it's in the eye. I see problems. Oh, okay, it was gonna be in the eye anyway, but... what are we thinking? My cat is purring so goddamn hard. I love you, buddy. I feel like top of the skull here is a good place to add some detail. Like, I'm thinking like a big old shootout portion of the head. You know? Like that, and then we have the skull kind of cracked around here. Trust my insanity. I know what I'm saying. Totally. Yeah, let's sink it down one more and then add a cube here, because I think that would be simpler than doing anything else. And I will put the skin up on my Patreon when I'm done with it, so if anyone wants to play with it, go ahead. You just gotta pay me. Pay me money. There we go. Now there's no Z clipping there, and then there should be no Z clipping. Okay, cool. No Z clipping anywhere. Then we duplicate this cube, we rotate it this away. Yeah. What? No, stop doing that? God damn it, it broke. Delete. Duplicate, okay. And then shift rotate. Okay, 90. Move you here. And then obviously the fixie clipping. Boom. Okay, cool. So this stuff is going to be lowered and jagged slightly. Draugr. That's what I'm getting out of this. Draugr. What are you guys getting out of it? Honestly, if I am getting Draugr vibes from this, I shouldn't have the head thing. Then I feel like... Oh, you can just do that. That is so sick, actually. I did not realize. What? Oh, okay, that's actually kind of useful, but just not for what I'm doing right now. This entire face here needs to come out like one. That doesn't look right. Whoa, hold on. There we go. I like this though. I like the extrusion. I like the way everything seems to be kind of inward. I like the white eyes. This looks neat. Now I need to work on armor. Now the question is, I think, do I want the armor to go over the player's skin or not? I don't know. That's a good question. I will figure that out. Right now, if I try to expand it, it doesn't necessarily like that, so... There. Obviously, if I were to do that, that would look too big and bulky and just wouldn't fit the Minecraft style. However, if I were to expand this out by 0.5 in every direction, you could safely assume that this is armor. Yeah, even though it's a bit out. I feel like if we move this up by like 1% slightly, that kind of, yeah, that gives the impression of armor, I think. We should do the same thing for this side too. Resize this to be 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Having the nice 4x4x4. That fits it, I think. And then pulling one back out just to, yeah, make it look even. Same thing for, I think, the pauldrons that I'll do. I'm not gonna make this chain. That'd be neat if I made a chain. Better do that. I have to do that right now, actually, after I'm done scaling everything. Same thing for body. Body 2. And And I feel like, yeah, everything in the head deserves to go up. Like 1. There you go. Just to kind of fit what I'm doing. Size 1. There you go. Entire body is just a little bit taller than it should be, but that's okay. I think that looks good. 1. Oh, that's more than 1. 1. 2. I said 2. There you go. There you go. Just some nice expansion on every edge. And then again, 1 and 2, and move this up. 1 and 2, and do I like the way it kind of hangs off the shoulder? No. 1 and 2. There we go. Now the model itself is a bit taller than it would normally be. And this arm appears to be hanging lopsidedly, but I feel like if we rotate it slightly, kind of make it seem dead and shriveled. And these legs are C-clipping. Noticing a slight problem. There we go, fixed it. I think the most detailed part of this model is going to be the armor. So let's get started on what I think the breast page should look like. Oh dear, that's not what I wanted to do. Change the color to... I don't know how to do that. Sucks to be me, I suppose. Let's like completely remove the head so far, just so we can focus on this. Resize this down 1 and then move this up. And yes, it is really simple so far. When I think of like ancient, almost rogue-ish armor, I'm going to delete that part there. So we have a bit of an open breastplate. Delete that, and then because my thought process here is that whoever employed them didn't have a lot of money, but the Draugr itself was loyal, or yes, not the Draugr, the person that was hired was loyal. So when obviously their lord died, they employed themselves as a Draugr for their lord. I feel like there should be like a curve here, part that goes slightly out to deflect blows outward. It's looking more like a shield than anything else, I think. But I will figure this out. Here we go. That's a problem. It's looking nice. That wireframe is looking pretty bad. I'm sure there's not many problems. All right. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot to show him. All right, back to work. I feel like his belt buckle should be next in the body cube. So let's work on that. I feel like there should be another cube here, which will act as the belt loop that, like, you sloppily put it on, you don't tuck it in or anything. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see. I think that's about the right, yeah. If I rotate it again, that's damn near perfect, actually. I want to give him boots too. And a spine that, yeah, I feel like that'd be neat. Alright, so let's get a cube here. An orange cube will work, yeah. And this is basically just how we're going to indent and outline the spine. I think that's about the right size. Right? That's the right size. And this here is supposed to be chainmail, so actually if we resize this up slightly and then duplicate you and move you down, we have a pretty accurate, like, not mockery, fake of what is essentially the spine. I feel like it should go one out though, just to give it more of a pleasing depth. Oh yeah, that's nice. But now I feel like there should be something here. Yeah, it's better. And then here we'll have, I want to say a spinal cage? Or not spinal cage, rib cage? We'll see. I really wonder how you animate this stuff. I have to select the animation to do this. What? Oh my god! Yes! Yes! Ah, I just figured out how to do animations of this shit. What if I just do, like, standing animation? Confirm you're standing. Oh my god. Okay. Is it keyframes? Is it keyframes? That's the thing. What does this mean? It's keyframes? It's keyframes. Boots. I want to give them boots. And gloves. Boots and gloves. So really, I should just knife tool his hand here, and then just like extend this out. And then do the same for this part. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess the correct term would be gauntlets, right? I think that's the model itself done besides the texturing. It looks pretty sick, actually. Ah, no, ribs. I wanted to do ribs. I remember. And I've got to make this part invisible so that here I can knife this up. I was actually kind of scared of how this was going to turn out because I haven't done anything like this before, but I'm pleasantly surprised. And then let's bring the arm back in. It doesn't make much of a difference from external, but like, if let's say this arm was moved, you know, it still does, like, oh yeah, it's right there. I feel like small details like that are just what make art. These boots a bit too wide. There we go. Is that off-centered? I can't tell. I'm going to assume no. Might just be my yeah, it's my camera angle. Okay. Now for the ribs. I'm gonna check and see if he said anything else. He did not. Whoa. Okay, that's weird. But I do like this. I like this a lot, actually. Let's see, how long has this been so far? About an hour. Okay. Last thing to do, I think, is to add in the ribs. I will be mirror modeling for this one. But that, my friend, is because I am lazy. No, I really want to emphasize like the the bones of the model itself. I feel like stuff like that is really cool. If I can make it seem like he had some sort of bone problem growing up. Which I think it's silly that I'm thinking about a model itself growing up. But I feel like all my models have stories, you know? That's pretty good. I will rotate this in a little bit, just to, here we go. This one, however, will not be mirror modeled. This one will be tilted slightly down more and shifted down because the actual bone itself is, yeah, down. Most of the time anyway. And then time for the ribs. I don't know, maybe I could make like a dripped out version of this model. Make it gold, you know? I think that'd be cool. But this should be sunken in a bit more. Not like to that point, but just... Oh, well, that's apparently as far out as we can go. Not the most pleasing, but... could be worse. Always could be worse. Now let's duplicate this and drag it down. I feel like a cartoonish style for the ribs is best in this instance. Pivot tool. Let me pivot this a little bit higher, please. Thank you. I think, yeah, I like how cartoonish it is. It's cute. He's cute. And actually, let's resize this and push it in a tiny bit. Oop, shit. Forgot to turn on mirror modeling. And honestly, I should do the same thing for the ribs too, I think, because I was having that problem. That's right. Oh, my modeling software hates me. That's okay. I like it. He's cool looking. Honestly, I feel like I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. Okay. Wow. Ooh, okay. Oh, you're just on a... Okay. This is the model so far. Should I texture him today? Maybe I should. Cherry Grove sunset night. Space? Whoa. I honestly feel like he'd be more appropriate in the deep dark, yeah. Oh, that's the block bench. It's bugging out a little bit. Alright, let's try it now. Yeah, let's look at that one and see how it is. Alright, everybody.